Alright, so we ended up leaving that last claim. We did find that one gold nugget, and I did go up to the hills looking for a source. I didn't really find anything that stood out to me that great. And then I dug a lot of other test pans, and I was just getting sporadic little flecks of gold here and there, nothing real big. And we ran out of water, which is pretty important to be able to use this. So we're here in Pahrump, Nevada. We're stopping off here until we get to the next claim. Got my little helper here. Say hi, Jack. Say hi. He's my gold prospecting sidekick. He just doesn't know it yet. We got our recirculating sluice going here. I put some dish soap. Heard good things about that, so we're going to try it. I might have added a little bit too much, but the next claim we go to in Arizona supposedly has water year-round, so we're kind of hoping on that. If not, I will bring some water with us. Hopefully we can get enough gold to get the ounce, our target ounce. All right, so until next time, say bye, Jack. Bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alright, so this is the Sasquatch #1 claim. This is the center of the claim in Arizona through the GPAA. Now, it is a beautiful, beautiful little beach in Arizona. Look at that. It is a beach. Okay, I mean, set up a little makeshift little shade spot, even though right now the clouds are out and we're actually getting pretty good shade. It is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, sandy little beach right here. It really does feel like being on vacation. You got the nice warmth. You know, I would say this is kind of like being in Hawaii. This is awesome for a vacation. Awesome. But for gold, not so great. Some of the people have said that you can get gold by cracking bedrock and stuff. Maybe further down that way you could. The roads are all right, but when you're pulling a trailer like we are, the roads aren't that great. So we are going to move on. I did, you know, in its defense, my first test pan, believe it or not, I found like 5 little flecks of gold. But then I ran 4 buckets through my high banker and I got nothing. So that tells me that this spot is not very productive. Now, if you're just a, you know, recreational prospector and you're not trying to do this for a living, this is a great place to come out to. It's awesome. It's beautiful. You're on the water. You'll never have to worry about running out of water. You will not be able to camp right on the water unless you're tent camping. It's a little hike from the driving point that stops. I don't know if you can see our car, but our car is up there. So you got to hike all the way down here to get to the beach. So if you bring regular camping tents, then you're in luck. But we didn't feel like doing that. We like to camp a little different. So we like to have, you know, our HD TV and stuff like that on the wall. Especially me. I like watching some Walking Dead or whatever. There is no cell phone service through T-Mobile. As we can tell, so far we haven't had any service. So there it is. And we're closing up shop. And we're going to move on to hopefully a better claim where we can actually get some production going, getting some gold going. Our goal is an ounce, so we got to meet that goal. Even if it's not here, it might be somewhere. Alright, here we are. Our little homemade recirculator going. And we've ran 1 bucket so far. It's, you know, slow going, but hey, just gotta take our time we've got a good solid 2 weeks before we have to even think about being anywhere else. So we're just gonna work this area here. I'm kind of just gonna work my way up. Let's try to keep the cow patties out of our high banker. Gross. Yeah, we don't want that in there. We're just gonna, a lot of this stuff has already been worked, but some of it looks like it's virgin ground. We're gonna work our way up, and we're gonna see how much gold we can get. See if we can get our ounce. But I do want to upgrade this with a better water flow. So, as you can see, I had to put some aluminum foil here until I figure out a more permanent wall. So that just keeps the water from splashing out. And I have a couple places where it's leaking. And so to make sure that we save all water anywhere where there's even a slight drip, got a pan under there grabbing that water, and a pan right here for whatever drips there. Okay, and then I've got one of these masonry pans, tubs. Up on the top part, I put some rocks underneath that. Pumps are on the other side of that window screen under some big rocks. The point of this is when all the tailings fall down, they fall into this top bucket. The bucket is at an angle into the big tub, and the water so far out of a bucket and a half of material or so is staying pretty clean, and it's not clogging up the pumps. This sluice can run all day long as we have sunlight. That's because this extension cord here goes up to the battery bank in our camper that's powered by solar. There's a lot of sun here in Arizona, so literally as long as I know the water's not going to be wasted, which there's going to be a little bit of evaporation, it's going to happen, period. I just let it run. I don't have to worry about, oh man, we're going to run out of battery power or whatever. It's pretty nice. So we are getting a little bit of material sticking here at the bottom. That's because my water flow is just not quite good enough, but most of the gold should be being trapped up there in the diamond plate underneath is the miner's moss. So all the gold shouldn't be going past like this point right here. We've fallen down, it gets mixed up pretty good, so the gold should be getting caught in there. So I'm not too worried about this down here. And once we actually get some good gold, then I can upgrade a couple of things. Alright, so we're going to try to get as many buckets accomplished today as possible, and we'll see how long this water lasts. I kind of think that we've got enough water to be able to run all day long, maybe even part of tomorrow, so we'll just have to see. Alright, bye! This is the first cleanup. I only ran 3 buckets, but it's probably more like 2.5 buckets. And that's what we got so far. Some decent sized little flakes. So I'm definitely going to keep running as much material as possible. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a nugget or two. You never know. There we go. Alright. It is pretty hot out here. So far, I've dug that. We're supposed to put our tailings back, right? So I'm putting all my tailings right here. It's getting ready to get put back in the hole when I'm done with this hole, and we're going to move up the creek. Right here looks like someone's already extensively worked this, but you never know. So I may run the tailings, or I might go up here to somewhere that might be a little bit more virgin turf. One other little thing, you bring water out into the desert. There's these little things here I didn't expect. They are some kind of a wasp, and they love the water. I don't know if you can see them all buzzing around there. There's just tons of them. I thought maybe they were like a fake bee. I know there's some fake bees that don't have stingers. These things have stingers. I haven't got stung yet, and I've been in them, you know, like in the swarm. I have to. They're right in my water, right in my recirculating sluice, so I don't have a choice. If I want the gold, I gotta be near them. So far, they've left me alone. They haven't stung me a single time. Maybe they love me because I'm giving them water, so they're leaving me alone. But it is a lot of work when it's hot. We got up to 91 today. It's supposed to be 91 tomorrow. I think right now it's only 82, but it got up to 90s, I'm sure, earlier, and I was out here. Oh, it's worth it. We need to get that gold. That is what we're after. So whether it takes getting heat stroke, so be it. Why the hell not? Okay. Anyways, so here we are. We're still going. I kind of modified the sluice a little bit. I put the sluice mat that was at this portion right there underneath the miner's moss, because most of the gold, I believe, should just be trapped right up in there. So this whole portion right there is pretty much useless, I think. I could probably even cut off that part of the high banker. I don't think it's actually necessary, but it works for now the way it is. I didn't bring a grinder with me, so got everything else. I just don't got a grinder. All right, well, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. We are on bucket number 5 right now. We're gonna run 4 buckets through. I already showed you the results from the first 3 buckets. We're gonna keep on going. Try to get as many buckets processed today and throughout the night as possible. I don't know. Once it gets dark, I'll probably be a lot faster. You know, it's nice and cool then. Bye. All right, let's go, Jack. Come on. You wanted to learn about mining, so let's go do it. How old are you? You're a year and a half? By the time I was your age... Nah, I'm just kidding. I wasn't doing any of this. You're already doing it. Come on. I know. Let's go dig some gold. Come on. Let's get down over here. Yeah, right over here. Let's go dig some gold. Come on. Get down in here. Let's get down into the nitty gritty. Yeah, okay, hold on. I'm going to give you your shovel. Here you go. Dig us some gold. Here's a classifier. Here's a bucket. Go ahead and classify that material up, and I want you to go ahead and do this hole here about, it's about 3 feet here up to the bank. That way you're not digging into the bank, okay? And I want you to make sure that you classify the material over to this side, because we're going to be moving forward. You get this part here done, I'll be back here in about, well, whenever you're done. Don't go past that caliche clay. I'll be right back, Jack. Okay, so how's the progress going over here? Oh. There's no material in that bucket, Jack. How could you let this happen? What kind of worker do you think you are? Apparently you're a mime kind. Okay, he's schizophrenic. He thinks he's mining gold, but he's not, because he's just sitting here picking up the thing and he thinks there's dirt in there. Check like this. Look. This is how you do it. You gotta take the shovel. You gotta put the material in. You gotta shake it around. And you gotta dump it out over here. Because this is where the gold goes. So go ahead and get this material right here. Look. Right here. That stuff. You gotta get that stuff. I'll be back in another 3 hours. I hope that some work actually gets done around here. By the time I get back. Alright, it's been about 3 hours. How are we doing here? Oh, goodness. Let me see that rock that you've got in your hand. I don't know if I... Look, you want me to see something? Oh, this is actually a bus? You can drive this thing? I didn't know that. We're going to drive this dredge up the river and go. Is that what we're doing? I didn't realize that's what this thing was. Woo! Alright, so we are in the Cibola National Forest. From what I understand, from what I read, as long as an area is not claimed, in Arizona and New Mexico, which is where we're in right now, New Mexico Cibola National Forest, you don't have to get a permit to do very basic prospecting, such as just to pick a shovel in a pan and, some buckets, whatever, classifiers, things like that. If you use any kind of powered equipment, then you would for sure get in trouble. So I went ahead, we stopped off here because we're on our way to Oklahoma. And we do not pay for RV sites. There is no point in doing that. So, we stopped off here. We found it randomly on our way through. Because I just kind of go, you know what? This road looks like it might head out to forest land or BLM land. Well, at first it went to native trust land, and I was like, dang it. But then I was like, you know what? It's got to eventually get somewhere. And it did. Took us here. National Forest. So I saw this little, I don't know if you call it a gulch or a gully or whatever. So I classified a bucket worth of material I do not see any claim markers anywhere. There's nothing. I can tell you why there's no claim markers, because there ain't no gold here. Not at all. There's just not. So, I decided to go look over here. I want to show you something a little weird that I found, because you might not always find gold. Hey, look, there's a old rusty tin something. It's kind of cool. A lot of these rocks have quartz in them. Down there was another rock just like this. There's a lot of quartz around here. That's what made me think there could be gold. There's not. I'm not going to waste our time here anymore. I want to get some test buckets of material. See, look, I just picked that off the ground. I want to get some test buckets. That way I've got some material to run when we're in Oklahoma, because there's not a whole lot of gold in Oklahoma. I may go check out the GPAA claim anyway in Oklahoma just to see what it's like. I guess it's a lot of fine gold, and I may misunderstand the situation, but from what I was reading, the guy that actually designed and made the gold cube lives there, and that's actually where he gets his gold. I could be wrong though, but check this out. This is really weird. So over here, if you notice in between these two trees here, I guess 3 trees. Now you can see it better. This rock. Okay, I saw this rock. I was like, hey, let's go check out this rock. I was like, oh yeah, it's a cool rock, you know. And then I saw all the weird red sandstone. Doesn't fit into anything I've seen yet around here. There is a lot of this stuff in New Mexico. And then I saw this box. I was like, why the hell is there a box in the ground? And I looked closer, and there's like a towel. And I used a stick. I did not use my bare hands, but if you notice, there's bones. Yeah, it's a little weird, ain't it? This is the stick I'm going to use this stick now, because that stick. But there's hair everywhere. And what looks to be bug casings. Yeah, I think those are bug casings of some kind. I have no idea what kind. And then, look at this bone right there, see? It's a bone. Yeah. So I don't know if somebody buried their dog here, and then somebody came through and busted open the grave, moved all the rocks out of the way. I suppose a bear possibly could do that. So someone's dog died out here, or something. I don't know what, but I've never seen anything like this before. Weird, huh? So I figured I'd share. Thought that was a little weird. That's the only thing that I found at this place. We were at the Dickenson number 6 claim. I do not know if I took video. If I did, it'll be included in this video, and disregard what I'm saying right now. But I ran out of video footage, and I had to fix my computer to be able to download off my phone back onto the computer. But we did find gold at Dickenson number 6. There's good gold there. That's a GPAA claim. And we were finding pretty good gold there. I have some concentrates from the Dickenson number 6 claim. And those concentrates are right there. So we're going to go through the concentrates when we get to Oklahoma. I'm going to try to find a different spot here in New Mexico to get some test buckets, some dirt samples, or something to keep me busy while I am in Oklahoma, because I'm going to go visit my wife's family there. So Alrighty. It's pretty beautiful here. It is very beautiful. And there is a direct route. This road right here goes directly to Route 66, apparently. So all we got to do, I guess, a lot of log trucks and stuff. So they do logging here. A lot of logging, apparently. All right, until next time. Bye. All right, remember the grave thing earlier? I decided to go ahead and rebury whatever kind of grave that was with all the stones that were around. Decided to add some quartz and stuff just to make it look cool. I just felt weird about something like that being disturbed. So that's back to how it's supposed to be, more or less. Weird thing to find out in the forest, you know? How many other people have come across it and they didn't do anything? Didn't just put it back. And why? Why did somebody break into that thing to begin with? So many questions. So we're here in Oklahoma. We made it. And we are at our family's house here. My brother-in-law is pretty awesome. He gave me this nice new camera, so we're going to test it out and see what it's like. By the way, just going to go ahead and drop him right here. JD Custom Graphics, and you can find them on Facebook and Instagram. So hit them up. They do amazing stickers. They really do. Awesome, awesome stickers. So we went ahead and finished cleanup pretty much. I ran all the material a couple different times. So the rest of what we got. There's not a whole lot of gold here in Oklahoma, but I mean, it's a lot of fine stuff. I might go try to find some of the claims here. I'm going to be selling the little bit of gold that I do have tomorrow to the GPAA chapter here in Oklahoma City. This is what we ended up with right there. That's what we got. I mean, the best part of it that I found was actually in Nevada. That's this little nugget there. That was the first stop we made, that good nugget there. Most of the rest of that gold came from the Arizona claim that we were at. So that is actually what we ended up with. We did not meet the ounce mark.